Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another video. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So let's get it. So, if y'all remember, I told y'all I pulled a lot of rappers' paperwork like at the beginning of the year and just haven't got to it. BG was one of those, okay? And I felt like now was the best time to go ahead and drop the BG content, okay? So, if you are not aware, BG recently was released, okay? However, his original case was a Fed case. And if you don't know, BG's real name is Christopher Dorsey, aka BG, aka Jizzle, aka Christopher Williams. Okay, he was charged with 3 violations or 3 counts. Okay, 2 firearm violations and 1 tampering with a witness. Woo. Okay, now we hear a lot these days, especially like YSL Melly, where the government or the state wants to use lyrics or videos as evidence on in the case. Well, if you didn't know, BG case was nothing different, right? They actually included it in part of their evidence. One in particular was Uptown Trip Part 1, okay? In this video, Dorsey, Feddersen, and their group, the Chopper City Guerrilla Gang, are on Ferret Street in New Orleans. Feddersen and Dorsey rap about shooting Marcelo Jones at a club back in 2007. They also sing about not cooperating with the police and not snitching. During this part of the video, Feddersen appears with a bandana over his face holding 2 firearms. Dorsey also clearly has a firearm in his hand, even though he tries to hide his face when he shows the gun on the camera. The song also says the feds throw 30 years in your face to make you cooperate. They also refer to Marcelo Jones as the king of the streets. It should be noted that Marcelo Jones was shot outside of a club, that he received 30 years sentence, that he is cooperating with federal authorities, and that while on the street, he was known as King Marty. Dorsey, Feddersen, Mike Holmes, and others also rap, I ain't telling, we never snitch, we never tell. If the law comes and gets me, I will seat my ass in jail. Bar. Okay, that's a bar. I can't even, I want to go listen to the song now, right? The lyrics of this song are more than a coincidence, especially when viewed in connection with the facts of this incident and the videos and telephone calls listed below. And let me tell y'all, they have plenty transcripts of telephone calls now. I'm so surprised that they were talking that much. Now, it's a lot of calls. It's a lot of some stuff. It just has like inaudible. However, I'm going to do a part 2 where I'm going to go over the transcripts of the calls. But for the purpose of this video and time's sake, I'm going to keep it moving, okay? The messages on these videos and in these calls are clear, especially when you put it in context with videos. Dorsey and Feddersen possess guns in these videos to intimidate others and to send message to the community at large that no one should cooperate with law enforcement. These are not just words in a fairy tale song. Dorsey, Feddersen, and their associates are attempting to make these words the law of the street so that they and their associates can continue in their criminal behavior without fear of the community cooperating with law enforcement. Listening to these lyrics, one would think twice about cooperating with the police. The court or this court should be outraged over Dorsey's songs and videos about his and his gang's criminal behavior and their threats to others about cooperating with police. These songs are not part of his imagination. They are parts of his criminal life that he has chosen to glamorize by using his stardom. They are confessions to crimes that he and his associates have committed against the people of the city. And to make matters worse, Dorsey is trying to profit from these violent crimes by selling his music. Now, I don't know about the stardom. I mean, like, BG done been out since the 90s, but nevertheless, you get what I'm saying? That's what they're saying. Now, again, this should be a lesson to those that are still doing this today. Come on, got to tighten up. Now, when I read this document, I was just like, take your lead. Let me find out the government over here, like, talking slang. Well, according to their upward departure. Yeah, upward. I know y'all like departure and just think of downward. No. The government filed to the court a motion for an upward departure. Okay. And in this situation, they're saying, hey, the sentencing commission that comes up with these guidelines, ain't got all the facts of who we talking about here, okay? BG is not just a regular person that's getting 2 counts of firearm charges and a count of tampering with a witness. He is, according to them, dangerous, right? It says here that in the instant case, meaning the case that they're talking about, BG case, even if the guideline vehicles for an upward departure did not apply, meaning even if he didn't meet the standard for the upward departure, the courts retains the discretion to upwardly depart based on the obvious aggravating factors, relevant conduct and role in office, and his underrepresented criminal history and his total disregard for the law. And for those who don't know what I understand, meaning BG ain't had the worst of the worst backgrounds. Okay, now he had a background. He definitely had a criminal record. However, he was not charged with the how can I say, the charges that's on there had nothing to do with what he was really doing according to the government, because they said he was drive-bys, all types of stuff. Okay, that's what they're saying. But nevertheless, that's why they're like, yo, we need you, judge, to overrule all that other stuff. We need more time on Mr. Dorsey. Right now, it goes on to say, while Dorsey may not have been the point person on acts of violence, he certainly fostered an environment with his associates that glamorized the killing of young men in this city and attempted to make the general public, fear retaliation if anyone dare cooperate with the police. And when you think about it, that is actually worse when committing the acts of violence themselves. As he says in his videos, he will take his lick. In this case, his lick should be 300 months in federal prison. Whoa, what a way to use your words against you, right? So the court agreed with the government and granted the motion for upward departure. So again, they got their request, meaning they're like, yo, throw the book at him, okay? He's a menace to society, not per se those words, but that's what it's summarized to, okay? Now, going on during this, okay, hearing, this is what was said, okay? I appreciate the court's evaluation of the evidence, but as Mr. Lawrence said, he's not a bad person. I think the transcripts that I've given to you of phone calls where Mr. Dorsey and some of his associates are speaking on the jailhouse phone calls, come on, not on the jail phone, okay, about doing a drive-by shooting, about time and time again trying to kill another human, being while some of them are in jail while Mr. Dorsey was on the street. I think one of the phone calls to some extent goes where Mr. Porter, Walter Porter, is on the phone and he's describing how he was doing the drive-by. He was going to slow down a little bit and Mr. Dorsey hanging out the window. He didn't want to stop because his reactions were too slow and he didn't want to get him to get hurt. I mean, that's pretty chilling telephone calls about the future dangerousness of another human being. And I think we should take that into consideration. So again, not just BG lyrics, not just BG videos, not just BG voice on phone calls, but other people talking, right? Added more fuel to the fire against BG. Now, with this being said, the court took all into consideration and including an upward departure. BG is sentenced to count 1 and 2 for a period of 120 months in federal prison along with 168 months as the count 3 to be served concurrently, meaning they run together. So when you really think about it in all actuality, he was sentenced to 168 months. Okay. He then will have to complete 2 years, okay, of supervised release, which is, probation, parole. I mean, same concept, I guess, to a certain degree. If you just want something to kind of compare it to. Now, this is something that stood out to me during the transcripts of the sentencing, right? It says here, you indicated that his videos had nothing to do with the crimes to which he pled guilty here. I think there's a new nuance there. One of the charges, that felon in possession of a firearm, is based on one of those videos, him waving guns around on the streets of this city while they're saying about, nobody cooperate with the police and snitch and all that stuff. So it's almost impossible to, why he possessed the gun and he shouldn't have. We have the video with no audio. I guess that would have made it a crime as well. But it's really difficult to separate the video from the audio in connection with that. So I do think those videos were relevant to not only the conviction because they form the basis of it, but also for this court to impose an appropriate sentencing. Okay. Now, this I have not seen on another case so far. And y'all know I've done a lot of cases. I haven't done them all. But what y'all think happens, okay? Now, we know how much time he got, but why did he get it, right? Well, let me tell you this. He does file for compassionate release. The first time it was denied. However, he did it again. And he argues this, right? That the government has aggressively targeted him both in his original prosecution and the government's opposition to his early release solely because he refused to cooperate with the government. After reviewing the record, the court finds no evidence of such treatment. Dorsey was charged by a 3-count indictment. No charges were ever added throughout his prosecution. Dorsey chose to plead guilty as charged to all counts without the benefit of a plea agreement. His sentence of imprisonment was within the guidelines. Dorsey has not pointed to any treatment by the government that would make the previous denial of compassionate release manifestly unjust, okay? So, with that being said, if y'all do not understand what I just read, basically, BG said, yo, that's what y'all say going on? Fuck it. Give me my time. Period. No plea agreement, okay? None whatsoever. Didn't go to trial, right? So you can't even say he got any type of cooperation or acceptance of responsibility with no plea agreement. He literally, like, for me, just to break it down even more, that's like, yo, you come to work, they say you stole money, and you said, all right, bam, and whatever come with it. Like, I've never seen another case like this, okay? Never. So, again, not only does BG get more time, right? More time. The government asked for more time. Just because not of his background or what he has been previously convicted of, but because of what they feel he was doing that they couldn't charge him with. Okay. Then on top of that, you have him not even cooperating to the point of talking with them to get a plea agreement. Okay. Hey, no smut on him. Well, not on this federal case anyway. I have to stand on that. Now, Birdman does write a letter to the judge as part of his compassionate release request, which stood out to me is that Birdman says this. He is not only a generational artist, but he's got a platform and a chance to share his experience to better today's young men who needs to hear what he got to say. When he is released, I know he will give back and use what he's gone through to help as many people as possible. And I want to say this, I agree. Now, although the words moved me, it didn't move the court, and his motion was denied in 2022 for compassionate release. However, fast forward to, guess what? September 2023, BG, aka Jizzo, is home, okay? And Birdman was there to greet him. Now, I will say this. A lot of people are, saying all types of stuff with the viral moments going on. I'm going to say this, okay? BG is a stand-up guy to me, and I'm going to tell you that, okay? And that's not just Mickey True, but like for real. Because for somebody to take their lick, like rap about taking their lick, literally take they lick, like real bad, like took it. Okay, didn't do no plea agreement, didn't do nothing besides take it and say, give me my time. Okay, do that time, come out. He gonna have to adjust. Let's be real. He gonna have to adjust. I mean, however, right? However, he about to run it up. Okay. I know some people are like, maybe his style of rapping gonna change. I think it's gonna be better than ever. And I agree with Birdman. He's definitely gonna have a message. Okay. And I'm here to listen to it. Now, I will put this out in the atmosphere. We need a BG and Kevin Gates collab. I mean, just them two on the track. Like, that's my Christmas wish. Just give me a BG and Kevin Gates collab for real, for real. So with that being said, yo, BG, you definitely receive a certificate of passing the Queen of Paperwork check for your federal case. And with that being said, y'all make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up on your girl Mickey Truth. And as always, go over to MickeyTruth.com and get you that merch, because you know your girl stay with that work. So until next time, holla.
Remember me wearing a frown. Now it's the other way around. They mad cause I made it out.
I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I threw the hard way. Hard way. Hard way. My heart to this day. I'm really with it. My feelings in it. So please, bitch, don't play. I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I threw the hard way. Hard way. Hard way, my heart to this day. I'm really with it, my feelings in it, so please, bitch, don't play.